so huge. Maybe this is why they give you a box for it, right? Woo! Hey everyone, I'm Steph, Chris is behind the camera, and we're hungry to travel. We are in Colombo, Sri Lanka for another edition of our McDonald's Around the World series. In every country that McDonald's operates, they have special menu items that are specific to that country. So let's head inside and see what they've got on this Sri Lankan menu. Come on. Alright, so our Sri Lankan McDonald's feast has arrived, and we've got some pretty long looking boxes here, as well as a few good looking chicken items and one extra special treat that we're going to pick up at the end of the meal. Everything looks pretty good actually, but I definitely need to start with whatever the heck this spicy chicken footlong is. It's literally a footlong. This guy is so big, it's actually got 2 different layers of preparation, probably as you go down and eat it, but I'm just going to take whole thing out and see what we're dealing with here. Oh, okay, this looks super saucy. And it's so huge. Look at this thing. All right, let's unwrap it. Okay, this is definitely the longest thing I have ever had at McDonald's before. Just look at the size. So this is spicy chicken footlong, and they don't lie, it is definitely a foot long. All right, let's see what we've got inside. All right, so it looks like we've got some saucy chicken patties, some mayo, lettuce, onions, a lot of bread. So let's give it a bite. Maybe this is why they give you a box for it, right? Oh, okay, that is decently spicy. The chicken itself is actually pretty crispy. And it almost actually looks like dark meat. That's tasty. Crispy, pretty juicy and tender. The sauce itself is pretty spicy. The mayo is actually nice and creamy. And because there's a couple of veggies in there, it's a nice combination with the softness of the bread and the crispiness of the lettuce and the onions. Okay, honestly, this is pretty good. Being here in Sri Lanka, there's quite a few people that are vegetarian, and I've actually never seen a vegetarian, a veggie burger at a McDonald's, but they have a veggie burger here. So of course we just had to try it. Even though we're not big on veggie burgers ourselves, I feel like you gotta give it a shot and see what it's like. Oh wow, okay, so there's cheese on this, which is actually quite surprising. Looks like we've got a white cheese there. Your typical lettuce, ketchup. There's an interesting smell to it. All right, and the patty actually looks pretty crispy. Look at that. That actually looks pretty nice.
It's like a falafel.
Yeah, it is a little bit. All right, well, bottoms up. Oh, okay. So I think the burger might actually be made out of chickpeas. That's really nice. It's kind of mushy. The flavors are just like your typical ketchup and mustard and everything like that, but interesting. All right, yeah. So you can see there, the patty is actually, it looks like it's chickpeas or something like that. There's some red and orange in there, so maybe some other veggies as well. I guess so, because it's a veggie burger. Usually in North America, when you get veggie burgers, they're like an actual burger patty that's not made with meat. I'm sure in lots of parts of the world, but the fact that this is actually made out of chickpeas and isn't something that's, I think, pretending to just be meat is actually quite nice. That's really tasty and very different, not at all as I was expecting. On second thought, I think it might actually be made out of dal, which is lentils, because those are used so predominantly here in Sri Lankan cooking. But honestly, Sri Lankan veggie burger, you win this time. As you can see, this McDonald's is actually kind of nice. There's a balcony that we're sitting on, so you can see tuk-tuks and people just driving by as they are going about their day, and we are going about our McDonald's. Yep, that's McDonald's fry. Nice and crispy, decently salty, which I also like. McDonald's fries, always a win for me. Next up, we have a special menu item that's pretty unique. We haven't seen it on any other menus around the world so far, which is a curry and rice. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay, so that rice looks pretty nice and flavorful. Usually the rice you get at McDonald's is a white rice. Looks like we've got 2 spicy little chicken fillets on top. So this looks like it's gonna be pretty good. All right, let's dig in. Ooh, I almost forgot. Actually, they gave us what looks like to be some pickled veggies to go on top of that. So let's get this on top of that before we start. All right, so we've got some nice onions, carrots, looks like some celery, and they definitely look pickled. I think this will add a nice crunchy flavor to it. So almost forgot the curry sauce, which is obviously what makes it more curry than it already is. This is like a build your own curry box here. Oh wow, look at that. Super deep colored sauce. All right, let's get some of this chicken. It's never easy cutting into something with a plastic spoon. Oh, okay, that's actually a chicken wing. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. That's a chicken wing. I totally thought that was just like a fillet, like a little piece of chicken, but it's a straight up chicken wing. All right, well, here we go. Oh, okay, it's like a hot wing. That's actually super tasty. The wing itself is so juicy and fresh and hot. Oh my gosh. It's literally fall off the bone. Did you see that? I don't think I've ever had a chicken wing this fresh and tender from McDonald's before. Wow, that was super tasty. Okay, now that we've discovered that little gem, let's dig in to this curry rice. All right, mix it around a little bit here. Okay, get a couple veggies. There we go. So it has a nice flavor. It's not a super strong curry flavor. It's got a bit of a sourness to it. It's most likely from the pickled veggies, which are popular here in Sri Lanka. But honestly, the taste is fairly mild compared to the spiciness of the chicken wing, because that was a pretty hot chicken wing. The rice itself looks like it might be the Sri Lankan short rice. It has such a nice texture, but the rice is a nice change because a lot of the times we've had rice at McDonald's, it's white rice, and it's usually pretty stuck together and not the best consistency. But this rice is so nice. It's really light and fluffy. It doesn't stick together at all. Whatever the spices are that they put on it are very flavorful. I would have to say, in terms of just rice alone, this is probably the best rice I've tasted at a McDonald's. It's actually really good. Okay, before I throw it over to Chris to try these chicken items, I'm gonna try this Sri Lankan tandoori chicken wrap. Let's pull her open. That didn't really work. All right, here we go. Okay, so at first look, we have the usual gap between whatever's in your wrap and the bread at the top, but that's okay. Looks like we've got a nice piece of crispy looking chicken in there, some sauces, so let's just take a bite. Let's pull it out and see what kind of tandoori flavors we're dealing with here. Okay. Ooh, that's crispy. I really do like how crispy that chicken is. And in terms of the tandoori flavor, there's actually no tandoori flavor like at all. The sauce, I'm pretty sure is just ketchup and mayo. So let's just take a look inside here. So yeah, we've got ketchup, we've got mayo, we've got the chicken there. lettuce, onion, but the chicken itself actually does not taste like tandoori chicken at all. In terms of it being a tasty chicken wrap, I would say it very much is. In terms of it being a tandoori chicken wrap, I would say it kind of is not. But either way, am I happy with the result? I would say yes. At least it's different than the burgers. It just adds a little variety. I like it. All right, I've been going pretty hard on this Sri Lankan McDonald's feast, so I think we need to give Chris a try with some of these tasty looking chicken things. Here you go, Chris.
Okay, here we have our chicken items. Now we have the spicy McWings here, as well as in lieu of the normal chicken nuggets Steph usually gets me, she got me some chicken fillets here. So, oh, and they're halal as well, so that's nice. Those look interesting, but I want to start with these spicy McWings here. So let's see what we got going on in here. Ooh, so we have two, it looks like, pieces of the chicken wing, and one, not really sure what that is. It looks like a lot of fried batter on top of the drumstick part of the wing, I'm gonna assume. So let's just take a bite of this guy. Look at this. Looks super crispy, let's see. Okay, that's really crispy. The chicken itself, super juicy. That's really tasty. In terms of spicy, not too spicy actually, just a hint of spicy. Although it is heating me up because we are outside and it's pretty hot out here, but those are some pretty tasty McChicken wings. Chicken wings at McDonald's are always super good, so these are no different. Okay, this is what I was really excited for. This box of, it looks like 2 chicken fillets is actually pretty heavy and hefty, so let's just see what we got here. Woo! Look at that. So it looks like just a big piece of battered chicken. Maybe it's dark meat because of how flat it is, like a chicken fillet. Let's take a bite. Oh, that is dark meat. Look at that. Underneath the batter, super juicy on the inside. That is super tasty. I mean, I love my chicken McNuggets, but having a piece of real dark meat chicken, that is super yummy. Got some ketchup here, so. And actually, the chicken isn't spicy, even though it looks like it's almost like a spicy batter. It's not spicy, actually. This is a delicious, unique chicken fillet that we've never had before at McDonald's. Oh, this might be one of my new favorite McDonald's items. Being here at McDonald's with all of these chicken items, we have to have the ultimate McDonald's in Sri Lanka chicken bite. So we have our chicken fillet, our chicken wing, our tandoori chicken, as well as our foot-long spicy chicken sandwich. Oh man, ultimate chicken bite here in Sri Lanka. All right, before we finish up here, we can't forget about the special item that's waiting for us downstairs to pick up. So I'm gonna go grab that for Steph. All right, Steph, here is your chocolate cone.
So we saw this on the menu and it was a chocolate cone, which we were thinking was gonna be chocolate ice cream because usually at McDonald's it's just vanilla ice cream. But I am not at all disappointed because what we got is a chocolate dipped vanilla cone. This looks delicious. It's melting super fast. So McDonald's cone, cheers. Oh, okay. That is super tasty. Creamy, like your typical McDonald's vanilla ice cream, but the chocolate on it is quite rich, super flavorful. It's soft in some areas, but hard where it has cooled with the ice cream. That is a good ice cream. The perfect way to finish off this McDonald's Sri Lankan feast is with a nice McDonald's ice cream. Because you can never go wrong with them. Melting so fast. Value-wise, the McDonald's here in Sri Lanka has to be one of the most expensive McDonald's we've ever been to. But in terms of special menu items, they actually had quite a few, way more than we were expecting. And this rice dish has to be the best rice dish I think we've ever had at McDonald's. Also special mention to the chicken because most of it was dark meat, which you don't usually see, so that was nice. And then I'd say value-wise, the best thing on the menu is the chicken footlong. It's actually one of the cheapest things on the menu, but the biggest. So I highly recommend trying this one if you're ever at the McDonald's here in Sri Lanka. It's just huge. Thanks so much for watching our Sri Lankan edition of our McDonald's Around the World series. If you're interested in seeing what other special menu items there are at McDonald's in different countries, then check out our McDonald's Around the World playlist. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel to come on all of our food adventures with us. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal. It's definitely too hot to be sitting outside.